Hey guys, it's Chelsea. It feels so good to be sitting down, making another sit down video. I did get my hair colored, but of course you guys can't, well, I got highlights to make it blonder again, but of course you guys can't see it because I always have my hair up because I just don't like styling my hair. I'm lazy. I'm going on a cruise soon, so I'm kind of getting ready for that. And I colored my hair. I got my nails done. Do y'all like them? I got my toes done, but I'm not going to show you my feet because that would be weird. I wanted to sit down and make this video. I had some extra time. My friend was supposed to be coming over tonight, but unfortunately she is not. So I'm like, all right, we're going to take this extra time in my life to do something that I love to do, which is sit down, make a video, give advice. So today I'm making another installment in my dating series, and I've kind of made a video like this before, but it was just kind of like keys to like a happy, healthy relationship. And these are more geared towards before you're in the relationship and when you're in the whole dating process, and basically my little tips for dating in 2017. Now, if you've been long time watcher of my channel, you would know that I I really want to make a video with Josh, with me and him, and be like, we're that couple, and just kind of talk about our kind of roller coaster, like we're that couple that's together, not together, together, not together, and just kind of explain that. But anyway, that's been kind of my relationship, but me and him are doing so good right now. I hope saying this isn't going to cause any issues. But we're doing great right now. And so I haven't necessarily been in the, I don't think I've been in the dating scene during actual 2017, but I've got friends that are in it. I was, on the dating scene a couple times because of me and Josh's on and offness. I just kind of wanted to talk about the dating in the modern day and just give some tips. And these are just some things I could kind of come up with pretty shortly here. I've been thinking about it, but I actually sat and wrote it down, people. Do you see this? This is paper. This is a pen, I didn't put it in the notes on my phone. I actually sat here and wrote it down. Kind of messy because I was just kind of letting things just kind of roll off my tongue what I was thinking. But yeah, so let's get into this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and I can maybe make a part 2, because I know as soon as I post this video, more things are gonna pop into my mind for what I could say. So I think the number one thing that I should talk about is dating apps, because they have become just such a part of the dating culture nowadays. And actually one of my friends, I think she met him on Tinder. I'm not 100% yeah, I think she did meet him on Tinder. Yeah, she actually is she's engaged to a guy that she met on Tinder. And I think, some of us know a few people or maybe a person that's been through that, and it's awesome. It's just a part of the modern day. Basically what I wanted to say with dating apps is you just gotta like use them with caution. There are sketchy people on them, people that aren't who they say they are, just like all other, social media platforms. So you gotta use it with caution, and I think that they are great to kind of get out there, meet new people. When last time I used Tinder, they just launched Tinder Social, where you could like say where you were and people could meet you, decide if you would do that. I think it's a great way to kind of get out there and meet new people. It's just very important to be safe. My rules with dating apps, of course, this is all like, I don't know, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not saying, follow my rules, but when I was on dating apps, I did Bumble and I did Tinder. If anyone was very super persistent to meet me, unless I'd already known them, like we had went to school together or something like that, I would just not. People that are just a little too pushy about things, dating should definitely be taken slow. I know that in these days people just want to go, 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 like let's get married, let's have kids, come on. But at the end of the day, you need to take it slow. You need to get to know people. And with these dating apps, as long as you're just kind of realistic and you stay safe, and obviously meeting each other in public places, doing public things, But of course you can use them for whatever you want to use them if you just want to hook up and you're not looking for anything serious, because there's different levels of dating. There's, you know, dating to get in a relationship, there's casual dating, whatever you're on it for. I think dating apps are great and there's tons of them out there. Don't think you have to just use Tinder. You can go on the App Store and look up different apps. There's websites. I think they're great. They bring people that wouldn't have normally met into meeting each other. And sparks can fly, but I definitely think to just be patient with them, because there is a lot of people, you know, trying to rush on them and stuff. And I don't care if you talk all day, every day for a week. You still don't really know that person, and you should definitely take your time into actually meeting them in person, getting to know them without, you know, waiting years or something. The next thing is to know your limits. A lot of people, like my friends, they will be like, oh my God, like I hooked up with that guy and I didn't want to, or whatever. I think that when it comes to dating in the modern day, there's hooking up, there's casual dating, there's, you know, serious dating, and you just kind of have to decide what you want out of that encounter that you're having, or date that, you know, official date that you're having before you go. Kind of know your limits. Do you want to go as far as to have sex with this person? Do you want to just maybe kiss them at the end of the night? Do you want to just see how things go? And I definitely think it's up to you. I really don't judge. If you want to sleep with someone on the first date, that's your call. But I think it's best to kind of set your limits before you go, so that way you know that you're not getting kind of swept up into the moment where you might be regretting it later. And also know the kind of level, like know your limits of as far as you want to go with this person, and know your limits as to what this person could really be to you. I think a lot of us, even with just one day of talking to someone after meeting them, like texting or whatever, talking on the phone. I love to talk on the phone. Pretty much know like what you would want out of them and like how serious you would want things to be. And I think it's important, you know, if it's a guy you're just wanting to like hook up with or whatever, like I think it's cool to just maybe go to the club or something like that, go to a party, what have you. But if it's someone you want like a serious, possibly serious relationship with, I think it's best to go to dinner, movies and dinner. Do something really cool, like go to like a comedy night together, whatever the case may be. Just kind of know like as far as you're willing to go with the person, and then kind of like what you really see yourself. And of course things could always change. A hookup buddy could turn into, you know, someone you really want to be in a relationship with. But I think just kind of decide that and let it set the tone for what the date's really going to be, you know, like really don't set yourself up for failure. And this guy is making it very clear that he just wants to hook up with you and you think you're just going to have this amazing dinner date and blah, blah, blah. I would just not go. If that's what you want out of the person, they don't want the same, don't waste your time. Another thing is have an open mind. So sometimes you might talk to someone for the first time. Nowadays, you're just meeting people. Like, this is what I want to say about dating in the modern day. It's so fast. I think it's a lot faster than it used to be. When you're dating, especially on dating apps and stuff like that, you're really blowing through people. Okay, this guy said something I didn't like. Ew, we're going away. Like, you know, and it's so easy to block, never talk to them again. I think it's important to kind of have an open mind. Obviously, don't put up with shit you don't want to put up with. That's also like a high rule of mine. If someone has a habit or something that they express to you in the beginning of talking to them that you're not cool with, then cut that shit off. Like, I don't know what you're waiting for if you think you're gonna change someone, you're not. But it is important to have an open mind, and you know, if maybe someone you're not that into while texting you out to like a public place, you could, if you're comfortable, you know, go ahead and meet them there and just go there. And you know, some people aren't great over text message, some people aren't great in person and are better over text message, and that's just something you're gonna have to figure out as you go. But I think it's important to just have an open mind. You know, the guy that you bump into at the supermarket, the person you find online, it doesn't matter. You know, family friend to stranger, it could be anybody that, you know, really ends up being the person you're meant to be with. Okay, so my next one is don't get too invested into people when you first start talking to them and dating in 2017. This annoys me so much, and I'm not trying to be mean to any of my friends that might see this, but it annoys me so much when people get so deep into someone they just started talking to. Like, literally, you just matched on Tinder, and within 2 days you're like, we're gonna meet and all this stuff, and then when things go wrong, they're so like you know, crazy about it. And it's like, dude, you haven't even been on a date with this guy. Why are you so like upset that he forgot to text you? You know what I mean? Just be realistic. Don't get too deep. Keep things lighthearted. Like, I think dating nowadays, because it is so fast-paced, because it is so bye, you know, you need to kind of take your time and not get too invested into people until you really get to that place where, okay, I actually really like this person and I want to go on a second date, a third date, a fourth date, a fifth date. You start knowing things about each other. You know, you start talking every day, things of that nature. Don't get too invested, because it's very annoying being friends with people that are constantly complaining about people that they're like talking to or like maybe casually dating, and it's just kind of like, then why are you talking to them? Like, it honestly sounds like you hate this person. Like, why are you still talking to them? I don't know if it's for the attention or what. But you're like a little too deep into this, and you should just kind of back it up, you know what I mean? Just keep things on the surface level. And that just kind of leads into my last segment, which is to kind of keep your options open until you're sure that someone is maybe possibly a good candidate for you. I've got a person like this in my life that doesn't date around and really just kind of finds the first person that they can find that kind of fits the bill and deals with it. And of course, you're more than welcome to deal with whatever you want to deal with. Don't deal with whatever you want to deal with. Do whatever you want to do when it comes to dating. But all I'm saying is to just kind of, like the not getting too deep thing, to kind of just keep things lighthearted and maybe talk to a few people, because the dating world is so fast-paced and it is so kind of like cutthroat. I would kind of keep your options open. Don't just like, here's what I'm trying to say. Don't like, you know, you're talking to somebody and you schedule a date, you go on a date, and then that's the only person you talk to now. And it's just kind of like, yeah, that person might be really great and awesome, but unless you like met that person, you're like, holy shit, I could like spend the rest of my life with this person, then maybe just kind of keep your options open. Just, you know, keep swiping on Tinder. If you bump into someone and when you're out and about and they seem pretty cool, talk to them, get to know them, get their number. Don't just settle down so fast. And that kind of goes with everything I've said as far as taking your time, you know, not getting too invested into people so soon, because the dating world is so cutthroat, so fast paced, you know, and it's for various different reasons. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about dating in 2017. There's like 20 other things that I could think of, but there's just not enough time to make a video that long. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I like talking about dating, even though it's not something that I have a ton of experience in. It's not like, you know, I dated, like I'm 21 now, and it's not like I'm dating in my 20s and stuff. Like, I'm in a very serious committed relationship, and so I may not know exactly what it's like, but I've got friends going through it, and I have been through it a little bit, and I like giving advice on dating because I think it's important. You know, it doesn't matter if you've been on 50 dates or no dates. Everyone is constantly needing to learn and needing to grow in that area of relationships and dating. So I always like to give advice when I can. And I'm just one of those people, like, even if I'm not going through something, if I've been through something or seen someone go through something, I learn from it. I hate repeating myself or if someone had a really bad experience, you know, with something I've said, like not having an open mind, then I'm gonna be like, okay, you know what, I need to have an open mind. I'm just that type of person, so that's where I get a lot of my advice from. But anyway, so thank you guys for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it, share it if you know someone that needs it, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Twitter at Life of Chelsey. The more I kind of get followers and people interacting with me on there, I might be more willing to kind of open up some more social media, because right now I have like less than 40 followers, girl, and I want some more. I want to talk to you guys. I want to be able to be like doing a Q&A, you know what I mean? But I can't right now because we're still growing, but that's okay because everyone's got to grow. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.